Hi guys, and welcome to a general gameplay video for the T-127. And basically what happens when I make an Is It Worth It review and the tank is pretty good, I end up having a lot of really good games that I need to choose from. Some of them go into the review, and then I'm left with a whole pile of footage left over of games that didn't make the review, and basically I've got two choices. I can either bin it and dump it, or if I think it's worthy of a video, I end up just putting down the audio track over the footage I have already recorded, and this is basically ends up as a gameplay review. I'm not going to talk too much about the tank because that's covered in the review, but I'm just going to be showing you a couple of games today in the T-127 that didn't quite make the review. This first game is here on Swamp. It's a 64%er, and I'm a tier 3 in a tier 4 game. So I want to be quite aggressive, but I've got to remember I'm not top tier tank. This was footage cut from the review that demonstrates the gun on the T-127. So here we go. Now, as I say, I'm not going to talk too much about the tank because that's all covered in the review. If you haven't checked it out, please do if you're interested in finding out more about the T-127. But I'm just going to demonstrate the gun. And as I say, this is a game I decided not to use in the review, but it's still a pretty good game. So a Covenanter in the distance, I'm pre-aiming, but he's stopped behind the house. I'm going to sit here, let my binocs kick in, and the Covenanter's appeared. So get a one shot in, get another shot, bounce on his side unfortunately, fire before being fully aimed, and the Covenanter gets taken out by the cruiser. So I was spotted, I've fallen back, but I should have dropped off radar. I'm going to push forward again, let my binocs kick in. And there we go. Just spotted the Valentine AT in the distance. I've got a orange reticule. I need to hit him in the gun shield. And you can see how rapid firing this gun is, but the shots are going a little bit low, bouncing off his hull. Finally get a shot into his gun shield to secure the kill. And now there's a PZ-1C in the middle. I've been spotted, but he's not aiming at me, and we're just going to work. Bounce on his side, get another shot in. I've just taken a shot from a B1, so I move forward, get out of his line of fire. I was presenting the side of my tank to the B1, so he had an easy shot. So Vespa has been spotted in the distance, and again the aim time is pretty good. And we take him out. So this is all about the gun. I know that there's a B1 down here. He took a shot at me. So, oh, there we go. Someone has spotted him. Not sure if it's me, but I've got an orange reticule. I need to switch to premium ammo because it's one of those tanks I can't actually hit. Take two shots into him, and they may have penned. I've done some damage, but I'm bouncing, trying to go for his driver's hatch, get one in, and take him out for kill number 3. Switch back to normal ammo and continue the advance. So again, a tier 3 and a tier 4 game, and yeah, I do need to fire some premium rounds at some tanks, but it's a pretty good performance. So get a shot into the AMX 105 AM for a little bit more damage. And you can see that I really do like the gun on the T-127. I think it performs really, really well. So we'll speed it up. Only one enemy tank left. Its RT is probably hiding in the corner. And I'm never going to get there in time. There we go. So the tank performs really, really well. Gets special matchmaking, and if you're willing to fire a few premium shells, you can damage pretty much every tank on the battlefield. So this is a second game, more cut footage. This one was cut from my engine and maneuverability folder, so really I was planning to use this game to show off how fast or how flexible and maneuverable the T-127 can be. But it didn't make the review. We're here on Wide Park, and once again it's a 71%er, so I need to be quite aggressive, but I'm also a tier 3 in a tier 4 game yet again. Here we go. So when you're bottom tier in the T-127, as mentioned in the review, you really play more as a support tank. And that's what I'm planning to do at the start of this game. So I move into one of my favorite positions on Wide Park, covering the center road. And there's not much happening. So T-46, oh, missed my shot as he crosses by the bridge. But again, this particular replay isn't about the gun like the previous one is. This is about the engine. And I will start moving forward eventually. So basically it's just me over here. I know there are enemy tanks over the other side of the railway lines, but other than myself and the M2 medium, there's no one else over here. So enemy M2 medium moved across, didn't have any shots, looking for shots on the DW2, got nothing, and a T-46 appears on the ridge. So missed my first couple of shots, get a shot in, and he's been tracked, he's just sitting here. And you can see how fast this gun can fire, how accurate it can be. Unfortunately I bounce a couple of kill shots and then eventually get him. So now an LTP has been spotted and I go for a blind shot but miss. Take a couple more. Oh, and now there's an M2 medium. And I haven't been spotted. And we get kill number 2. The enemy tanks are shooting at the M2 medium behind me. And we're starting to advance. A Valentine has crossed the railway tracks. There's an LTP here, but I don't have much to shoot at. So someone gets a shot into him. I'm not sure if it was me. And he gets taken out. So my team are across the railway lines. We're being pretty aggressive, and it's time for me to move forward. And as you can see, straight away I'm up to 38 kilometers an hour. The T-127 accelerates really, really quickly. And even moving up this slope, it can get up there relatively quickly, but there's an M3 Lee waiting around the corner, and I really don't want to go up against the M3 Lee frontally. And then the M3 Lee takes out the Locust. He's giving me a side. And we get a shot in. So he's turned to face me again. I put a couple of blind shots in his general direction. And then the M2 medium advances, and I want to support this M2 medium, so need to advance. M2 medium spots the Lee. Want to get another couple of shots in. Get a nice shot into his commander's cupola. And I decide to flank. support this M3 Lee, but support the M2 medium, but the M2 medium decides to advance, gets killed. But I'm moving, and as you can see, I'm doing my top speed here, getting close to 38 kilometers an hour. And people call this a relatively slow tank, but it's not. So I've been able to outmaneuver the M3 Lee, get to his side, take him out for kill number 3. And now it's time to advance again, and you can see how quickly the tank can accelerate. So it might not have the fastest top speed, but it does accelerate quite quickly. Just one tank left. It's a DW2. He's not AFK. Another tier 4 heavy tank, so he fires and misses. I've got an orange reticule, and I'm just staying angled to him and moving forward. I get a shot into his lower glacis. He bounces on me because of the angling, and take him out for kill number 4. So the T-127 performs perfectly well as a lower tier tank in a higher tier game. As I say, the highest tier we'll ever see is tier 4. The gun is pretty punchy, and the engine and maneuverability are pretty good. I mean, it's not known as a fast light tank, but it does the trick. So that's about all I'm going to talk about on the tank. The rest of the information is covered in the T-127 review, so if you haven't checked that out, please do. Assuming you want to know more about the T-127, I do like this tank. The review was quite positive, and the footage I think I left in the review was probably a lot better than the stuff I cut. But as I say, I've got two choices. I can bin all this hard work and recording and rendering time, or I can slap an audio track on it and bring it to you as another video. And because the T-127 is a pretty good tank, that's what I decided to do in this particular case. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.